Express the decimal as a mixed number in simplest form. Express the decimal 3.25 as a mixed number in simplest form. Let us use the place value chart to help us. The digit 3 is just before the dot. It represents 3 ones, or 3 wholes. Remember, a mixed number comprises of a whole number and a fraction. So we can write the whole number 3 here. Now let's move on to express the tenths and hundredths as a fraction. There are 2 tenths and 5 hundredths. To convert to a single fraction more easily, we can first express them as hundredths. Recall that 1/10 is made up of 10 hundredths. Therefore, we can regroup 2 tenths and 5 hundredths to 25 hundredths like this. A hundredth is written as 0.01 as a decimal, and 1 out of 100 as a fraction. 0.25, or 25 hundredths, would then be 25 times 0.01. That will be the same as 25 times 1 hundredth, or 25 out of 100. Great! Now that we have expressed 0.25 as a single fraction, let's go on to simplify it. These are big numbers. Let's think of what numbers we can divide both of them by. Yes, how about 5? Now we have 5 out of 20. Can this be further simplified? Yes, we can divide both numerator and denominator by 5 again. That will give us 1 out of 4, or 1/4, which is in the simplest form. Adding on the whole number 3 from before, we have 3 and 1/4. Did you get that? Let's look at another example. Express the decimal 6.30 as a mixed number in simplest form. Again, we can use the place value chart to help us. The digit 6 is just before the dot. It represents 6 ones, or 6 wholes. So we can first write the whole number 6 here in the mixed fraction. Now let's move on to express the tenths and hundredths as a fraction. There are 3 tenths. 0.30 is equal to 3 tenths. Do you remember how to write 3 tenths as a fraction? 1/10 can be expressed as 1 out of 10. Therefore, 3 tenths can be expressed as 3 out of 10. Great! 3 out of 10 is already in the simplest form. Therefore, combining with the 6 wholes from before, we have 6 and 3 tenths as a mixed number. Do you have a better understanding? Now try the next one on your own. Express the decimal 9.06 as a mixed number in simplest form. Pause the video if you need more time to work this out. Then come back to check your answer. How was it? Let's see. Did you start by writing 9 as the whole number in the mixed fraction? That is correct. Now let's move on to express 6 hundredths as a fraction. 0.06 is equal to 6 hundredths. Did you write it as 6 out of 100 like this? Great! Then all that is left is to find the simplest form. Did you divide both numerator and denominator by 2? Perfect! Then we will get the fraction 3 out of 50. Adding on the 9 wholes from before, we have 9 and 3 out of 50 as a mixed number in its simplest form. Did you get the same answer? Well done!